Re-recorded from the depths of space, it's Malignant Bear, featuring me, JD Grospitz. Hello everyone, today we're taking a quick look in this video at the game Cobalt Core. You might remember this was in the band's Game of the Year list at the end of last year. This is a roguelike deck builder, and it's very similar to FTL, just with some deck building elements basically. I've been playing a little bit off-stream. Games like this are really fun, but they're maybe not stream material just because of the kind of repetitive nature of it. I can absolutely see why this was someone's Game of the Year pick, though, and why it made the list, and wanted to put out this video to kind of demonstrate it. I think it does a lot of neat things in a very good package, especially the music. But anyway, let's jump in and check it out. So here we are in the main menu. You can see I'm still on loop 1. I'm not sure why it says that exactly. I did finish successfully my first run of the game. The first run that I did. I don't know why it says loop 1, but the premise of the game is that you spawn in, you're reawoken from cryosleep or whatever, you are trapped in some sort of time loop, and you're going through until you get to the eponymous Cobalt Core, and you battle it. It's a big boss battle in the end, again, similar to FTL. And as you do that, you unlock memories of your crew, and you have to keep doing that to get their memories to figure out what exactly is happening. So we'll go ahead and just continue so we can see what that looks like. So anytime you start a run, you have to pick 3 crew members, and these crew members determine what different cards you're going to get, and cards are how you do anything in combat. So you start off with Dizzy, who does shielding, Riggs, who is movement and card draw techniques, and Perry, who is attacks and instant movement. And then I unlocked Isaac from completing my first run, so he manipulates objects like drones and missiles. So similar to FTL, you have different ships you can use as well. So you start off with just the Artemis. There's some other ones that you can do. Gives you all the conditions on how to unlock them. And there's different difficulties as well. We're just going to do normal for now. We'll go ahead and start our run. We won't do a full run. Again, this is just for a video, just so we can demonstrate what this looks like. It's interesting. I was going to say, you might notice that the cursor is not showing up on the screen, except it is in OBS. It is not showing up on my screen. This game seems oddly optimized for controller, which is strange as a deck builder, but we'll jump right in. So, system time corrupted. Please select boot options. So you can remove cards from your deck. So again, full on deck builder. You want to determine what cards are best for what you're going to be doing. So in some cases, that means removing cards because they're not working for your build. You can pick some extra cards or upgrade some existing cards that you have. We're going to pick some uncommon cards and go from there. So you can see here with any of these cards, when we mouse over it, it tells us everything that it does. And the whole game has nice descriptions like this. At any point you can mouse over anything in the UI and it'll tell you exactly what's going on. So even if you haven't played in a while, you're never going to lose any information. It explains things very simply as well. So we can get some drones, move objects in the mid row, which we'll see what that means. Exhausting this card means it gets rid of it. We can throw objects out of our missile bay. That's interesting. Pulse barrier is pretty standard. One more max shield, so you have shields and ship hull. Makes some sense. And what is this? Launch objects, shoot objects. We're gonna go with pulse barrier. It's a pretty basic one. Hey y'all, cryosleep's over. You know the drill. Ugh, where am I? Hey, it's Isaac. It's Isaac. Right, memories. Do you remember anything before the incident? I'm a drone specialist, I think. Good enough. So we're instantly thrown in whenever you start. You just get tossed straight into combat. So we'll have to beat this mission to then see the map and everything and figure out what we're going to do. So whenever you spawn in like this, you can see you draw multiple cards on your turn. You have energy there in the bottom left-hand side that determines how much you can do. All your cards have energy cost. Again, sort of basic card game stuff. You can see information about your crew members. They're always just there in the background. There's some nice pixel art in this. Nothing too crazy or outstanding on that front. I think the real star of this, again, is the music. Here's the cat, your ship's computer. And you can see if you have any artifacts. So, these give you permanent upgrades for every battle that you're in. So in this case, let's just look at this here. This is the enemy ship. You can mouse over it again and see every little thing that they have. That's their cannon. At the end of my turn, that's what they're going to attack me with. You can see it's going to hit my wing. We have the option to move out of the way. By default, we get 1 movement. There's cards that can give us more. You can see they have hull and shields. This is who we're fighting. This doesn't really mean anything. There's some interesting enemies, though, in terms of the story. There's not a ton of story elements here, but there's some neat ones from what I've seen. So you can see what your cards do again. So we have 3 energy. We can block if we want to. We can shoot multiple times. You can see we're going to shoot just right out of the center of our ship there. We can launch an attack drone. It's going to shoot once per turn. We can surge our shields. That was the card we just got, I believe. Or no, this one was Pulse Barrier. So we get 1 more shield, and we have a maximum of 1 more for the rest of combat. So we're going to be really bold. We're going to launch... Actually, we're going to multi-shoot. Launch an attack drone, see what it does. And we're going to use Pulse Barrier, and then we're going to move out of the way. So you can see here, at any point in time, you can view your full exhaust piles. This is cards that will never come back in combat. This is my discard pile. This is the stuff that I already used. It's going to go back into my shuffle pile eventually, which is over here. So you can see every card that you have coming up potentially. So you don't have to do card counting. The game does it for you. So we'll end our turn, and you can see stuff happens. Again, turn-based. So this shot forward didn't shoot anything because of where it's placed. They have some buffs, and we can see what they're going to do. So it's not going to attack this turn. Instead, it's going to raise their shields, and it's going to apply a status effect. So we're out of position, right? So no matter what we do in this point, if we shoot, we're actually just going to shoot our drone. That's kind of pointless. Alternatively, you move all your mid-row objects left to right. So we'll go ahead and move that, have it over there, move ourself a little bit, and then we're going to do a block shot. This gives us 1 attack, so we'll shoot forward and then gain 1 temporary shield, a little pink one that'll go away. End our turn. So now our drone is in play. It can actually do things. Well, it could that time. Not so much anymore. We'll go ahead and multi-shot. So again, we did some damage there. Do a basic shot here, and we'll lunge. And so the order of what happens on the cards there is important. So you can see, for example, we use lunge, and it was move 2 to the right and then attack. So we moved 2 to the right and then shot, which meant that we hit nothing. So you always have to think about that with this. Alright, so they missed. They're still just powering up, as we can see. We launch another drone. Oh, I guess we can only have 1 at a time. Interesting. Oh, because our missile bay was right there, so we shot another drone and destroyed ours. So again, there's all sorts of little things like that. This is my first time playing with the drones, as you can probably obviously tell. Alright, so let's see. Can't really do anything. Just get another shield there, and a blocked shot doesn't matter. So you can see they powered up big time, potentially doing 4 damage this turn. Unless... Let's see, we have enough shields. We could block this if we wanted to. And then... Alright, we're just going to eat this attack because we're in position. We want to be able to actually attack them here. Alright, so we have to pay attention where that's going to go. There are some homing attacks and things like that that you can find later on. Move 1 to the right there. Get a little closer to them. See, they have a buff here, so they're adding 3 damage to all attacks. They're just getting stronger and stronger as this fight goes on, so we want to make sure that we end this as soon as possible here. Let's see. Summon our attack drone. Alright, so we're gonna take some damage, unfortunately. Because there wasn't a lot that we could really do there. That'll buff right out, yeah. You have options to heal in between fights, of course. And sometimes in fights, depending on what cards you get. And again, similar to FTL, what you do to your ship during these fights is permanent for your run. So again, if we never find an option to heal, we're going to be down to 11 hull until we deal with that. So let's go ahead and damage that, multi-shot that, and one more regular shot. So our drone attacked after our turn, killed them. Of course we won, so we get to pick a card. And sometimes it can be advantageous to skip rewards. Again, it's a deck builder. You want to think about what cards you're actually going to have. So we can move all of our drones. We can get another one. Block incoming damage capped by your shield lets you move left to right. If you right-click on any card, you can see what it can potentially upgrade to. Every card in the game can upgrade, and you get options. So in this case, it decreases the energy cost of it, so it doesn't cost anything, which is nice. In this case, it costs more, but it's a lot stronger. So, let's see, flex move could be good. Let's get another attack drone for now. And here we have the actual map. So you always start off in this zone from what I can tell. And then there's 3 sectors in total. So start off in this zone, this sector, whatever you want to call it. You get into the next one, and then the final one should have the Cobalt Core in it. There might be more on harder difficulties or what have you. In terms of getting all the story content, that seems to be available no matter what difficulty you're on, which is nice. Some games kind of lock that behind. This, in terms of playing the harder difficulties, is just achievements and things like that. So, you can see here, standard enemy rewards cards, repair yard, heal, upgrade, remove cards, stronger enemies, and then bosses. So pretty standard things. Obviously you have to follow the guide. There does not seem to be anything like FTL where it's like, oh, you have to move, fast enough because there's something chasing you. So you're gonna go to the repair yard. Hey, what's up? Can get you anything so we can repair our hull? We only took 1 hull damage, that's kind of pointless. So let's upgrade a card instead. Let's see if we can upgrade. Block shot's really good. This is one of my preferred cards. So you can see it can either do more damage or give us more shields, but it's only temporary shields. I like this a lot more because it's extra damage, same energy cost, and it moves that temporary shield into permanent one. Heck yeah. Right, unknown energy signature. So again, random events. Picking up a distress signal? Wait, no, it's a pirate. Why is it always a pirate? Hey, give me that artifact or else. Alright, give her warp prep. Is that an artifact we have? No. Them's fighting words. Don't embarrass yourself. With events, you have, again, different options of things that you can do. You can see here there's an asteroid field in the middle. This is the mid-range, so this is the same location where drones would go. And you can see there's stuff there. So, let's see, what do we want to do? We don't have a lot of options. It's going to apply a status effect if it hits. That's not good. If we move to the right, we'll be in both barrels there. If we move this way, nothing good can come of this. So we're going to be just big on the blocks here. Alright, just try to block as much as we can. We still took the status effect, so we are on fire. Excess heat. Okay, we're good here, no damage, sort of. So we're going to have to deal with that though. So we can do our basic shot here. I'm going to waste that drone specifically so that then we have some clearance there. And we're just going to end our turn. We can't really do anything else effective. Sometimes that's what you have to do. So we can block shot, surge. We can't move, so this might be a little painful. Just do another basic shot and hope for the best. So you can see we're getting a lot of heat. Heat is 3 or more at the end of turn. Take 1 hull damage and reset heat to 0. So we're going to take that extra hull damage here. There's nothing we can do about that. Alright, so we can't dodge out of the way either. So we're going to have to be real bold here. Jump straight in, multi-shot, lunge, and we're going to take a bunch of damage here. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Do that. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. It's difficult because you can't see the mouse for some reason. Again, it's showing up in OBS. It's not showing up in Steam, though, which is strange. Okay, there's not a lot we can really do here, though, especially with that. That kind of ruined my plan. So you can see we have a strong enemy immediately. It might have been ideal to just give this person our artifact. Block shots. Lunge. Surge. Just get out of the way. I think this is it. We might be dead here. Oh boy. Okay, they have 4. If we move 2 to the right, it's going to hit that asteroid, so we won't actually be able to do any damage. Oh boy, this is real bad. I think we're going to lose. Yep. They have enough to completely kill us. Accept our fate with dignity. As much as you can, at least. We look so sad. But again, just like FTL, it can get very brutal. Sometimes you might just have a bad run. Sometimes you might have a really good run where nothing bad happens to you at all. But again, in this case, it ended pretty quickly. You have seeds of all your runs, so if someone else wants to try to compete and do better, see if they can figure out what we did wrong, go for it. You can absolutely do that. You can see the progress of what you've done, how many different cards and artifacts and map events and memories that you have found in each run. There's a decent amount of content in this game. It is fun enough, it is absolutely addicting to just jump in and do things like this. I like that they know that this is a game you're going to keep playing forever and ever and ever because there's a randomized setting. So if you wanted to, you could absolutely do that. Again, we don't have a lot of options to randomize with, but just kind of curious here. Start with brittle cockpits. Oh boy, lots of terrible cards. Do one more run real quick. I just want to see what the first fight is. Place warp prep with boss artifact. Let's get a common artifact. Gain 1 energy every 3rd turn. That's a good one. Waking up from a dream. I've dreamt 1,000 times. Details fade as I try to remember them. Interesting. No one else has reported dreams. I have an actual data point about how this time loop works. What happens in the dream? I remember standing on the surface of a barren planet. There's a blinding flash on the horizon and a white sphere of light that expands to fill the sky. Wake up just before the blast reaches me. Just normal anxiety dream. Yeah. Of course. So again, right back into it. You get to fight. This time we can get aggressive right off the bat, which is good. Just charging up their stuff. So again, you can see this is the same enemy again that we fought before. Just getting stronger and stronger with each attack and attempt. Let's do that. Launch another drone. So we took some damage already, but that's okay. Sometimes it can pay to be aggressive and just get fights over with. Let's again shift your drones, launch some pebbles, attack a move, attack a move, attack a move. That's kind of neat. Not crazy about any of those, though. We'll skip them. See if we get another random event this time. Getting a weird emergency signal. It says friendly ship is under attack from themselves? Hello, is this thing on? Made a big old mistake. My missiles, please help. Could be fun. Enter combat? I feel like we should help. Please don't shoot, I'm not hostile. Just unplug the missile terminal. Ships, missiles, and drones will all launch backwards. Let's just end this and see what happens. Oh, I see. So we just have to keep him alive while we destroy these. That's an interesting way to do this. Acid missile, that's real bad. We want to... Ooh, and we don't have any attacks here. Yeah, you're on your own for this one, buddy. If we multi-shoot, we can destroy this, but we will attack him. Although if we didn't destroy it, he would have taken 2 damage as opposed to our 1, so that might be preferable. Uh-oh. Should have moved to the right there at the end instead of just tossing that. So now we can't do much of anything. He's going to take a bunch of damage. Corrosive damage is really strong. That was the only way I beat my first run. But this one's homing too. Okay, so we're going to shoot at him, but... Oh, still took that damage. Alright, so he just has to survive. I fixed it. I'm just out of missiles, I mean. Hey, I'm alive. I can't thank you enough, so I won't. Really? Fine, I'll offer you one treat. So we can get this hard drive. Oh, so we can make people have that ability. Get seeker missiles, which is good. An artifact, so we can get a random artifact. We'll go with that. Crosslink. Fifth time you attack, you gain evade. Should move left or right. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. It's fine, I was using it anyways. Howdy. Salutations. Haven't taken any damage. Let's upgrade some cards. Let's see what else we get. Let's see here. Attack drone. Launch an object and has a shield. Shoots twice. I feel like shield is probably pretty good. Alright, let's see what our next fight is here. Alright, off to not a good start. Because we're out of position. We can't actually do anything here. Okay, he is content to just sit over there, which is not ideal for us. Alright, we did a lot of damage already, though. We have our drones set. We're still in a really good position here, which is nice. Go ahead and... Okay, took some damage there, but again, not a big deal. We're gonna move one, do that, multi-shoot, and win. Cancels the intent of the ship part, that could be useful. Draw again. Instantly move everything to the right and draw. That could be good. Let's see what our first stronger enemy is. Give me your money or gold? Is your first stick up? Yeah. Ooh. That is a lot of shields. But this is good because we can see. Looking at this ship, again, they have different status effects depending on the different pieces we're looking at here. This part takes 1 more damage from all attacks. That one does too. That one's going to raise temporary shields. There's the cockpit. You can see this artifact. Every 5th time you attack, you gain 1 evade. So we got that before. It counts in between fights, which is interesting. Some artifacts will do that for you. I'm just going to be real bold. Gain 1 dodge there. So we have those ready to go. It's going to give you a card. Sometimes the enemy can give you cards. Again, it's a deck builder. They want to impact you that way. Temporary payback. Ooh, okay. Did not notice that before. So you can see we got a card from him. I'm gonna try to get rid of that. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. 2 block shots, basic shots. And might as well shoot again because he's not going to attack us this turn. We can see what he's doing. He's gonna raise those temporary shields and get wrecked anyways. Doesn't matter. So the temporary card that he gave us, the trash cards, is what they often are. Go away at the end of the battle so you don't have to worry about getting them up again. Space mine. Bunch of asteroids. That's an interesting one. Try that out. Some artifacts are specific to your crew members. You can see this one is only for Perry, so we wouldn't get it if Perry was not in our crew. First time you lose hull damage each turn, gain 1 overdrive. That's 1 damage to all attack, decreases by 1 at the end of every turn. Shield lasts between combats. That's really strong. That one might be stronger though. Let's see, one more event here. So sometimes you don't even really get the event, it's just an automatic pick. There's no dialogue or you seeing anything, you just get something like this. So, all enemy cockpits start with weak. That could be good. Once per combat, when you lose hull, immediately heal 1. That's really strong. Okay. Let's see what one more fight is. And I think we'll end it here in this riveting combat. But no, I want to keep these short. It's, again, just a quick look video at this game. I think it's pretty good. Again, definitely has those FTL vibes in terms of look, feel, music, everything. But with some really good deck building elements as well. Again, I've definitely seen some games with better pixel art, but I think everything else about it kind of more than makes up for any lacking that it has in that field. Not to say that it's bad, again, just that I've seen better, so. But still, absolutely worth checking out. I can totally see why this was someone's Game of the Year pick last year. Made our list. Glad I finally got around to it. There's a lot of really good roguelikes out there, a lot of really good roguelike deck builders too. They can get kind of overwhelming, so it's worth it to be able to pinpoint the best ones if you're into this genre. Although chances are if you're into the genre, you're playing all of them anyways. Regardless, hope you liked this quick look at the game Cobalt Core, and until next time, have a good one.